Right. Good evening, everybody, and a very blessed Monday evening to you. I hope your day was good. I hope your week is starting off well and starting off good, and your January too starting off good, cool, and nice, and you're faring well. You're very nice. Family is good. Business is good. All is well. So be kind enough to share with me in the chats your name and how you are and where you are, how your business is, and how your business is faring. Be kind enough to share with me. Thank you so much so far. And yeah, I'm not here alone. I'm here with Judith. So Judith is gonna be in the chat with you to be engaging with you throughout the period that you are going to be having this session. So do well to say hi to Judith. Judith is joining us from Benin Republic, and I'm joining you from Abuja, Nigeria. And weather today was good, fair weather, and all look well. So thank you so much once again for joining us. Sincerely, appreciate your joining. So what you're going to be doing for us is to hit on the thumbs up button, and also after hitting on the thumbs up button, what the next thing you do is to hit on the share button, copy the link, and invite a friend. And just so you know, the way YouTube is designed, you may not be able to speak back to me verbally. So what you need to do is to use the chats and communicate with me. Okay, I'm going to be asking you some questions, and I expect you to ask me some questions as well. All right, so let's make the session really interactive, and I hope you have a writing pad close to you where you're going to be able to jot down a few things, the tips and tricks we're sharing here. And I think this is the first session, and I'm very, very sure that you are fired up for the year. And one of the things you should be doing for yourself as a person, as a brand, especially at early stages of the year like this, is to upskill. Okay, that's basically more like gathering the skills you need for what you need to do, so you are actually doing the right thing. And so you know, there's no way I'm going to know that you are on this call if you don't chat. Okay, so please let's use the chat and say something. I've had only one comment so far from Olufunke Ajibade, and please, I need someone to say something. We are about 12 of us here currently. Please let me know that you're here. Say something. Olufunke is joining us from Nigeria. He's the owner of Mamucha Foods. Thank you so much, Olufunke, for joining. So like I mentioned earlier, two things you're going to be doing is to make sure that you register your presence here by chatting, number one. Number two, hit on the like button. Number three, hit on the subscribe button. Number four, hit on the share button and copy the link. And please make sure that you ask us questions, comments where necessary, all right? And just basically make sure that we are in good talks throughout this period. All right. So my name is Udeme once again, and I'm here with Judith. Okay. Yeah. And yeah, so we're going to be looking at build your brand and sell online. This program is brought to you courtesy of Girl Lead. Thank you so much, Girl Lead, for making this happen and for putting your foot forward to empower your team. Thank you so much. Shesa Chume, thank you so much for joining us. From Mozambique. Oh, wow. Oh, interesting. So you're in Nigeria. Nice to meet you. I wish you were in Abuja. I would have loved to see you personally. I've not met a Mozambican before. Okay. Bukola Wasiu. Thank you so much, Bukola Wasiu, for joining us. Oh, Bukola is joining us from Angola. Nice to meet you, Bukola. Lukman Rashidat, thank you so much for joining us. Vlita Zafanaya, thank you so much for joining us. Zube Gabriela, thank you so much for joining us. You own a brooch brand. Oh, wow. Oh, Gabriela, thank you so much. That's a big one. Thank you so much for joining us. And everybody that's here, please make sure you say something so that I know that you're here. You can be sure I'm going to look for your name and call it. All right. Okay, so Diana also is in the chat. Please do well to ask Diana how she's faring all the way from Cameroon. And what's her name now? Judith is joining us from Benin Republic. I'm here in Abuja, Nigeria. So wherever you are, wherever you're from, we are in a safe space. Okay, and thank you so much for joining us. Chidima, thank you so much. You're chatting from Nigeria. Yes, nice to meet you. Linda, thank you so much for joining us. And yeah, so let's move on. We're going to be doing this session in 3 different segments. Now, in the first part, we're going to be discussing the importance of having an online presence and establish your brand online, as well as the various steps you can take to do that. We'll look at what you can do to develop your e-commerce offering, and then we'll go to the last part where we'll discuss some tips for utilizing social media to drive sales. All right, so this is more like a reminder for those of you who have not met these announcements before. Google offers a free 1-week bootcamp called the Hustle Academy. So in the Hustle Academy, you have the privilege to learn how to draw up your business growth plan. You learn about sales, you learn about digital marketing, you learn about how to pitch, you learn how to get funding for your business, you learn, they'll get you matched to a mentor, and then they'll walk you through any of those processes you didn't understand. So it's a privilege for you to learn, and it's all free. You learn from industry specialists, and it's all free. So take advantage of it. Sign up, and they're looking for businesses that have already existed, not new businesses. So take advantage of it, and the link is going to be dropped in the chat. Sign up and get ready to be drilled so that you get your business ready for the year. All right, so how do you currently market your business? Before you ask me your first question, let me ask you mine first. How do you currently market your business? Who have I not called? Fiket Salsi. Okay, I hope I pronounced that well. Hiwot Mola from Ethiopia, thank you so much, Hiwot, for joining us. Berenice Sero, thank you for joining us from Benin. And Ibizube Merit, thank you so much for joining us. Okay, Fiket is from Ethiopia also, as well as Hiwot. Thank you so much, Fiket and Hiwot, for joining us this beautiful evening. Okay, it's evening here in Nigeria. I'm not quite sure if it's evening there where you are. Linda is joining us from Nigeria. Thank you so much, Linda. All right, so we're speaking to everybody from across everywhere. All right, so how do you currently market your business? Please share with me in the chat how you currently market your business. How do you do it? Some people do it by some people have a presence on Google. Maybe they've activated their Google business profile before. Some people do word of mouth, referrals. Some people use social media. Some people do cold calling. Some people do WhatsApp. Some people do Facebook. Some people do Instagram. Some people do Twitter. Different stuff for different folks. So share with me which one you do. Which one you do currently to market your business and your brand. Chidima, thank you so much, and thanks to a big shout out to Girl Lead for making this happen. Thank you, Chidima. So feel free to drop your responses. Diana is gonna be in the call, gonna be in the chat section to reply to you, to answer to all your questions, queries, and everything. So one of the things I'm going to be doing for us throughout this next couple of minutes is to make sure that you engage us. And that is going to be, if we ask questions like this, you respond. And when you ask me, I'm going to also respond. Hmm? So let's make it really interactive. Thank you so much, Gabriela. Gabriela said basically utilize WhatsApp referrals, word of mouth, Facebook. Thank you, Gabriela. Word of mouth, referrals, and WhatsApp. Olufunke, thank you. Vlita Zephaniah, I market on Facebook and WhatsApp. Thank you so much, Zephaniah. Who else is saying something? Please don't hold back, and I need to know that you're here. And this is one of the ways that you're going to be telling me that you're here to respond to me. Later, I basically sell online and referrals. Thank you so much, Later. Linda, word of mouth, WhatsApp, Facebook. He would say I use Facebook, Twitter, Telegram channels. Thank you. Okay, that's beautiful. He would. Referrals also, and that will be Linda. Linda said referrals. Okay, Linda also mentioned word of mouth, WhatsApp, and Facebook. Thank you so much. Okay, so more to come. Some more questions are coming through. So that is just the first one. So let's go over to the first part. Establish your brand online. Yeah, so this is a question now. So what benefits are brought to your business by going online? So for those of you that are using Facebook, for those of you that are using Instagram, those of you that are using Twitter, WhatsApp, what benefits do you think you have gained aside from okay, let's say you were doing word of mouth before and just maybe traditional marketing and you upgraded to be online. What benefits do you think you've gained by going online? So share with me in the chats. Bukola said I still lack confidence to advertise online. Okay, so that is why you're here. You're in the right place. So don't worry yourself. So I'm going to be sharing with you a couple of ideas why you should think about marketing online, and possibly why you don't feel confident enough to market online is because maybe you don't have the necessary skills. That's what I think. Or maybe you have the skills, but you are not confident enough about your product or about your services. Of course, there is no good marketing without a good product. So maybe the first thing you need to do is just to get your product and your services straight first, and then we can think about the marketing now. That will pay you off better. But we are going to be sharing a lot of ideas. So please have a pen, have a writing pad close to you so that you can jot down a few of the options we'll be sharing here. Okay. Merit said basically WhatsApp, word of mouth, referrals. Okay. So what benefits have you gained so far? So far, so good. What benefits have you gained as a business by going online? As a business, what benefits? So far, so good by going online. What benefits have you gained? Anybody? Okay, so while waiting for that response, I'm just going to go over to the presentation proper so that we can finish up in good time. So yeah, a couple of reasons why businesses are going online. So it is discovered that from internet business statistics from Statista reveal that we have about 1.79 billion people who shopped online, bought goods and services last year. And that came from 1.66 billion people from the previous year. And that is a good number to raise your concern. And again, about 97% of people learn about a business online than anywhere else. Is that not interesting? So only 3% of people are getting to learn from referrals and word of mouth. Okay. And also, it's estimated that by the year 2040, 95% of purchases will be through e-commerce. That means there won't be physical shops again. The one beside your house to close down. Everybody will be running e-commerce. Is that not interesting? So these are just figures to raise your eyebrow. Okay. And yeah, businesses use the internet for a couple of reasons. And now the first and top on that list is businesses use the internet to buy products, to sell products, and then they sell products, they advertise their clothes, whether there's clothes, services, ebooks, just basically everything. And that completely eliminates the need for a particular business to maintain a physical shop. Okay. So they use items to not just to sell their products, they also buy products for themselves. And then they also use the internet also to reach customers. They use the internet to monitor customer purchasing trends and interests, discover what everybody is doing, every day, to know if it's a good time to buy, to sell to them or not. They also use the internet also to advertise. You can use Facebook not just to make posts, you can also advertise through Facebook. Same thing with Google, right? You can reach your competitors, you can research about your competitors. Also, you can research your competition, you can research your customers. So the internet can give you the room to do all of that: selling products, buying products, advertising, reaching customers, and researching your competition. So it's actually very important that you build an online presence. It's absolutely important for your business to have an online presence, whether it's a website, it's an e-commerce platform, it's a social media page, or a combination of all these ones. Your company will obviously reap the benefits of having your online presence just basically everywhere. It's beneficial to get your business online because if someone wants to make a purchase and jumps online, types on the keyword he wants to, of the brand you want, so maybe the product you want, and your business doesn't show up, but you have that, I mean, you lost out on a client. They don't see you there, you lose out on the opportunity to actually gain one customer for yourself. Word of mouth is not enough. It has a little bit of restriction because it can only reach. It's very powerful, no doubt. You can only reach the people that you influence, people that you're actually speaking to. So even if you are doing word of mouth, you're actually advertising a particular brand. With your words, what you should be thinking about is how to take those lines to the internet, maybe websites, maybe social media, maybe an e-commerce place or any of that. So you can see Invalid Designs used Google sites to build their websites, and you have Juma Actors use Wix.com to build their website. We'll be talking about all those website builders shortly. And now there are different types of platforms that are available for you to have an online presence on. So you can own a website of your own, you can set up and own your website, or you can have your social media platform, which is an interactive platform that's accessible to large and varying audience of different demographics, where they could also find you, find your brand, find what you do. Or you can have a presence on online directories, which is more like an online list or a catalog of contacts or websites. Or you can own an e-commerce platform where you sell your products and services through an online platform. So I'm going to be running through each of these options shortly, but meanwhile, this is just another set of numbers that should raise your concern as a business person. So this e-commerce in Africa. It's e-commerce in Africa. So here are a couple more statistics. There are about 400 million internet users in Africa, and that's second to China. China with over 1 billion citizens in their country. So 400 billion is second to China, and that is a great number. That's a great number. And Africa makes up to 10% of global retail sales with an estimated value of about 75 billion by the year 2025. I'm sure we are very close to that figure. And again, Africa generated about 16.5 billion from e-commerce alone in 2017. Now, a lot has changed between 2017, obviously, because more people have gone online. This is 2023. That number must have definitely shot up because the rate at which people have been moved online now is very rapid. You get to find 20 and 15-year-olds, 12-year-olds having phones. We never had it that this easy in our time, right? So a lot has happened within that short space of time. So all these platforms actually exist, and we have the numbers. We have the markets for whatever product, whatever brand you want to take out there to have a presence online. And if you don't take your business online, you lose out because the figures don't lie. Figures don't lie. Okay, so a couple of e-commerce platforms that you should think about because an e-commerce platform actually allow online businesses to manage their websites, marketing, sales, and operations all in one place. So e-commerce platforms are just more like the backbone of any retail enterprise, allowing the front end and back end to work efficiently. They don't just support, though they are great enablers through which an organization can get to expand its e-commerce offering. So you have the likes of Amazon, the almighty Amazon, Jeff Bezos's Amazon, the guy that doubled his wealth during the COVID. Can imagine the wealth that people that are doing e-commerce actually made during the lockdown, right? And then you have I don't know, I don't think Africans can advertise their products on Amazon, but what I know is you can sell your books on Kindle and make a lot of money. You can sell your books on Kindle and make a lot of money. And you have Konga also, which is Nigeria's leading online shopping mall, launched in 2012 with the mission to become the engine of e-commerce and trade in Africa. And then we have Jumia also. Jumia allows customers to buy products like cell phones, shoes, groceries online. Okay, so that is Konga, Jumia, and then you can sell your products on online marketplaces, the likes of Kilimall. Kilimall is Kenya's largest shopping mall. You can head over to Bid or Buy, online marketplace from South Africa, get to trade and sell businesses and individuals. Or you can check up Gigi. Gigi is Nigeria's online marketplace. A little similar to Bid or Buy. You can find just everything. Vehicles, properties, health, beauty tools, services, and just everything. They are all present on Gigi. And I don't think you need anything to set up your brand on Gigi, but you may need a lot of protocols for e-commerce platforms, okay? The likes of Konga, Jumia, Amazon, there are a lot of them. eBay, Alibaba, which other one now? Udala, there are lots out there, so you can always check up some more. But I think in marketplaces, you don't need to actually, the protocols won't be that much. Okay, so you can use e-commerce platforms to get your business out there, or you can think about having your business out there and through online directories. So online directory is a website, that website that actually lists businesses based on categories. Businesses get to be categorized based on niche, based on location, based on activity, or based on size of the platform, or they can easily be searched for whenever someone wants um, that kind of business. You can have examples, the likes of Yellow Pages of Africa or Africa business pages. So what that basically means is I jump into your country, and what I'm looking out for is maybe a hotel. And let's say you have a hotel that has been registered on the Yellow Pages of Africa, and I type hotels, and it's going to pop. Your hotel is going to pop up to me because you registered yourself on a business directory. So that is just the easiest way to explain what the directory means. And getting to set up is very simple. For instance, if you are using the Africa business pages, what you need to do is to head over to this link. I'm sure Diana can share the link with you in the chat. Uh, yeah, so you just head over and then you're going to have to register your business and the business details, the contact details, the sector of the business, and the country and the region of the business. Very, very important. And then you get to just fill in those details just to know more like position yourself or whoever is going to be searching for what you are doing. Very simple. Okay. And yeah, so let's move on to social media. So aside from e-commerce. We've spoken about the online business directory. Now the next one is the social media. Now I don't know if there's anybody that exists in 2023 that doesn't have a social media account. At least one of them. At least Facebook, which is the most popular of all of them. At least Facebook. Okay. So if you have a page, if you have an account for yourself, you should also think of having an account for your business. I think it will be fair. Right. So what you need to do is just head over to any of these websites: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, and sign up. Just head over there and sign up. Add your pictures, add your cover photo, choose a username for yourself, something unique for yourself, and then add your business details. So you have your own account and then you have your business account. That'll be fair. Because as you're feeding yourself, you should also feed the business. So that the business will grow to feed you someday. Oh, yeah, okay. So I'll be taking the first pause to answer your questions. If you have questions for me, please do well to drop them in the chats. Thank you very much. All right, so I can see a lot of activity in the chats, and yeah. So there's a link to the Africa Business pages, Africa Business Directory, in case you want to try out how to set up your business on an online business directory. Okay, so any questions so far? Thank you so much, guys, for joining. Please, if you are yet to hit the thumbs up, please do it for us. Thank you so much. Hit the thumbs up for us. And so hit on the subscribe button also. If you are yet to, hit on the subscribe button. And yeah, turn on that notification bell. Um, okay, so Zube Gabriela said you have wider reach, even though it doesn't convert always. Thank you so much, Gabriela, especially for pointing that out. Having a large crowd doesn't mean it converts always. You just need to do what you need to do. Just gotta do what you gotta do. You got it, right? Okay. Olufunke and Loom, thank you. Loom Rina, thank you so much for joining. And yes, you're not late. You're here. Okay, Rina is joining us from Cameroon. People are more aware of your business. Yes, thank you, Olufunke. Where to fill the attendance link, please. Zara. Okay, Zara, you just came in, so just hang on a little bit. Enjoy the content first, all right? The attendance will come along the line. But the important thing is for you to enjoy what we are sharing here, right? Thank you, Zara. Okay, I didn't pronounce that well first. Zara. And Arita Globe. Thank you so much, Arita Globe. Thank you for your kind words. Unyimu call. Hi, Unyime. Thank you so much, Unyime, for joining us. And Michael Ikeze. Michael is joining us from Burundi. Nice to meet you, Michael. Okay, so we have everybody from just everywhere over here. Thank you, Michael. And I have a Mozambique, I have a Burundi, I have a Cameroonian. Dorcas is joining us from Ghana. And we have people from Nigeria as well, like Peace Etim. Thank you so much, Peace, for joining us. Amna Hussein, thank you so much, Amna. Thank you for your kind words. And Gabriela, you talked about creating a business social media account. Am I to use my personal pictures for the business account? Okay, thank you so much, Gabriela. That's a very brilliant question. Okay, so social media is designed for not just your personal use, but your business use also. If we were discussing about a Google Business Profile, I'll tell you that Google Business Profile is designed just for businesses. Okay, but what you need to do is you can create a page, a business page, for your business from your personal account. Don't get that twisted. You need to have an account to be able to create a page. You can't create a page on its own. So when you create a page for the business, what you need to do is use the business's details, what the business does, the pictures, the cover photo, just basically everything. So you don't mix it up. I really prefer that you can promote your business page on your personal account, but it must be operated separately. Okay, so people don't mix things up. Except maybe you're a private business, but if you are in for serious stuff, You need to keep it aside, split it. That's what I mean. Thank you so much for that beautiful question, Gabriella. Honorio Day. My name is Treasure from Nigeria. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you so much, Honorio Day. Honorio Day, Treasure. I don't even know which one to call, but let me stick with Treasure. Thank you so much, Treasure, for joining us. Thank you. Amna Hussein is from Sudan. Oh, wow. So today is just an African affair. Thank you so much, Amna. Um, the information on Bootcamp. Okay, Dorcas, sorry. Diana is going to share that link again shortly. Loom Rena, thank you for drawing my attention to that. Peace Adamu from Nigeria, thank you so much for joining us. Dorcas asks, is it advisable to use my pictures or pictures of my kids on my business page? Well, depends on what you're marketing. If you are marketing children's wear, no problem. But if you are not marketing children's wear, once in a while, it's good that you put a face to the brand, let people know that they are dealing with a human being. But I wouldn't prefer it to be on the cover photo or on the profile picture. Maybe just once in a while, just trade it as one of the posts. You understand? We are living in a very interesting world, so you need to also be protective. Hmm? Dorcas, I hope that's safe. Thank you so much for asking. Um, Fiket, I'm a lecturer at Public Health Science College. Is the training really helpful for me? Yes, it is. Why not just stick through first, and then at the end of the day, you can say if it's useful for you or not, because there's so much more we are yet to discuss. Yes, okay. Dorcas, yes. Thank you so much for pointing that out. Mother care, okay, that's also very key. So you can always put out some pictures. You can use your children as a model, right? If you want to get a brand thing done, right? Yeah. Okay, so let's move on. Let's go back to the last second part of this presentation. Develop your e-commerce offering. Okay, so what we are going to be doing in this aspect is just to describe to you what it takes for you to actually own a website. Now we spoke about social media, we spoken about um, e-commerce. No, we spoke about yes, e-commerce. Spoke about e-commerce, social media, the online business directory. So what we're going to talk about now is the website. All right. So your domain name. What you need to do first is to get a domain name. Domain names are not free. You pay for domains, and it's been made easy. Some brands can now subscribe for some domain names once in a month or once in a year, like it used to be. Okay, every domain is unique. Google.com is unique to Google. Facebook.com is unique to Facebook, and you can always have so many different things like that extension. Uh, like Dockers. Dockers does mother care stuff. So it could be dockers.net, dockers.ng, dockers.io, dockers.africa. You need to find out what is actually available. Meaning that if I paid for dockers.net, no other person can pay for dockers.net again. Right? If I paid for dockers.com, no other person can pay for dockers.com again. So one of them should be available, right? It's unique to you. When you buy it, you've saved it. Sometimes you find some domain names that are up for sale. That means somebody that maybe bought it is no more servicing it, so you can put it out for sale. And those ones are actually always more expensive because that been used before. Do you understand? So if you are buying a one that is fresh, then you don't have any much problems, and those ones will then be cheaper. So you can find your domain to buy on domain registrars. You can find it from Africa Domain, Google Domains. You can head over to GoDaddy. You can go to Domain King. You can go to Bluehost, Host, OneGrid, Namecheap, and all those places. You can pick up a domain name based on availability and obviously based on cost. So when you're done with that, the next thing is for you to build the website. Now, building website used to require lots back in the days, right? Used to require lots. So, but nowadays you can create a new website using a website builder. any websites. Things have been quite easy now. So there are different website builders that actually exist that can actually make life really, really easy for you. And you have the likes of Wix.com, you have WordPress, you have sites.com, you have Google Sites, and just everything. So you have all these links available for you. I'm sure Diana is going to grab those links and share with you in the chat also, so that you can have an idea of what these guys actually look like. So what you see there basically is to find websites that have already been designed. Those websites have already been designed. They look like templates, already designed templates. So what you need to do is just to go in there, not to design from scratch, right? And you just change what is there to suit what you're doing. Okay, so you don't get to build coding from, and it's really expensive apart from the time you spend to get these things done. It's expensive. For instance, you may need a team of a product designer, UI, UX, you need a front end developer, you need a back end developer, you need a product marketer or a product manager, and you need a content content team also, quality assurance to test the website, all those protocols. So it's a lot of things to develop a website. So this is the design now. You can do it maybe under 30 minutes, maybe under 1 hour if you are fast. You find these templates and they are very beautiful. You just edit it to suit what you want, to suit your brand, to suit your products, to suit your services. And you launch out based on the fact that you have a domain that's already been secured for you. And then the next thing you do after you're doing that is to upload content, digital content, the text, the images, the videos, and more like what people get to see when they visit your sites. You can see what Juma Art Stores did using Wix. You can see what Invalid Designs did using the Google Business Profile website. And just so you know, the Google Business Profile offers you a free website also where you can get to tell your business story, and you can get to do so much with that one-pager website. Okay, so all of this is what you add to your website, and then there are a couple of best practices you should consider when you're actually building a website. And the first of them is for you to prioritize your audience. Now, it could be very tempting for you to make your website copies about you. The content, you could make it about you, just like what somebody asked me earlier. But you don't need to make it about you, right? Except, like I mentioned, except you're using the person, except you're using your kids as models. Don't use, it shouldn't be about you. It should be about the people that are actually coming to see it. So prioritize your audience, prioritize the message that you're sending out. Okay, you can always, like I said, it's not completely off you in the picture. Please don't get me wrong. You're not off the picture, but it shouldn't be fully about you. The people that are actually coming to the website who are actually going to be giving you their money, you should be giving them the information they want to see. Okay, so try to frame it in such a way that focuses on how what you do helps solve the problem or makes life better for the other people that are coming to actually view it. Now, when I'm describing things like this, I'm not just speaking about product and services. Like somebody asked me, as a lecturer, is this thing useful? Yes, you can brand yourself. I've seen a lecturer brand himself before in his website. So you can brand yourself. It all depends on what you want to drive out of it. You can bring in digital learning into your classroom for people to see how things are done, how things could be done in a digital way, right? And then also you need to research about your competitors to see what people in your space, people in your niche, people in your industry are doing. So you figure out what is special about you and push that out. Some other brands may be doing their thing, but you will find out that you can do yours and add some extra swags to it. Well, maybe you add free delivery, discounts, just little things. Make people more endeared to you. But how can you do that without making research um, on your competitors? You need to see what they're doing, right? And they need to learn the basics of the search engine optimization so that you can increase your chances of showing up on page one when actually people are searching for you, searching for brands, searching for things within your category. Okay, because at the end of the day, when someone makes a search on a particular subtopic, a particular topic, There are several pages that come. People don't have the patience to go to page 2, 3, 4, 5, and the rest. I'm not interested in what is coming on page 1. So you need to find a way to struggle to get yourself onto page 1. So that is why you should learn about the search engine optimization tips. We'll be sharing that in one of the sessions along the line. Okay, so you need to learn all of that. And now there are some things also you can also add to your website to make the user experience much more friendly. Like you won't have the technical skills to build the multiple payment options, the search engine optimization option, the email marketing integration. You won't have the technical skills to do that. So what's the option you have is for you to download these plugins, download them from where they are and plug it into your website. You know, they're called plugins. They're just extra enablers that can help your website perform better. So you can have plugins for promotion and discount, easy to use checkout, SEO, email marketing integration, multiple payment options. All these plugins are all available. You don't need to build them. Just download, plug on your website. Download and plug. And then where do you get to download all of this? You can head over to WooCommerce. You can go to Easy Digital Downloads. You can go to WP e-commerce. Okay. So all these places are where you get to make those downloads and fix on your website to make your website more robust and easy for a user experience. Okay, and then ultimately you need to also consider the fact that your website needs to be mobile friendly because a lot of people that are browsing on the internet are using their phones to browse. So your website should be fully optimized for mobile phones because you have about 2.41 billion people who shopped online worldwide. And then as at 2021, and then that I can tell you that 80% of that number were actually using their mobile phones. And then we have about 21 million online shoppers across Nigeria, Kenya, and South Africa. And about 50% of those consumers shop more on mobile than in store. Trust me, that number must have shot up by now. So what you need to do is to head over to g.co/testmysite. So you'll be able to find out if your website is mobile friendly. g.co/testmysite. You can test the speed of your website. Google is going to show to you how fast your website is being crawled. Okay, so you can find out how fast your website is being crawled. For you to just have an idea of if your website is friendly for mobile phones or not, just to give you an idea. All right, so head over to that particular link and then test things out for yourself. Okay, so I'm going to be taking another pause to answer to your questions. Yeah, g.co/testmysite. Okay, thank you so much, guys, and for all the engagement. Thank you for keeping Diana busy. Okay, so I'm looking out for questions right now. So if you have questions, please, I want to see them in the chat. All right. And I hope you're picking up a couple of details that will be useful for what you do. Okay, any questions? Okay, so if I don't have any questions, I'll be forced to go back to the last part. And then I'm going to come back for one last time to answer to your questions and your queries. The link for the attendance is going to be coming very soon. So please stick through and let's enjoy the flow of the contents. All right. Okay, so if you have questions, please don't hold back. Please drop it. The sites to get plugins: WooCommerce, WP e-commerce, and Easy Digital Downloads. So you can check that. WooCommerce, WP e-commerce, Easy Digital Downloads. So you can check that out. You can there are more websites. So just check plugins. Just Google plugins, plugin downloads. So just check that out, and then you'll be able to find some more. Okay. Thank you for asking. Any other questions, please? If you don't have questions, that means I'm a very good teacher. So if I'm a very good teacher, you just let me know. Oh my God. All right. So if you are yet to hit the thumbs up, please do it for us. Hit the thumbs up button. If you are yet to hit the subscribe button, please do it for us. And if you are yet to turn on your notification, please do it. Thank you. Okay. So let me just go over to the last part. I'll definitely be coming back for next questions before we call it a day. Are the payment integration platforms free? If it's a plugin, yes, it is free. Oh well, some of those sites could also sell it, but you find the free ones. Obviously, you find the free ones, but the ones that are really sophisticated will want to sell. Okay, so that I won't be giving you wrong information. Okay, Adetitu Halimat, thank you for asking. Yes, majority will be free. All right. Okay, so let's move on. So please, if you have some more questions, do well to throw them in the chats. I'll be happy to come back and talk about them. So let's look at how you can utilize social media to drive sales. Social media to drive sales. So how can social media benefit your business? I know I've asked you this particular question in a different way earlier. So we are going to be looking at a couple of benefits that are brought to you by social media. So you get to use social media to generate sales. You can get to reach new audiences, can create new opportunities for yourself and for your brand. You can add value to your brand. You can raise your customer service level because you get to create that two-way interaction between yourself and your customer. You can gain some valuable insights also around what's the quality of people that are coming to you. Okay, and then you can build relationship, you can build a network around your space. Very interesting, and then you get to improve your marketing as well. You can target specific types of customers, specific type of audiences, different demographics, and then you get to stay competitive also. Build relationship both business to business and business to customers. You can build your community also using the social media platforms. So now let's look at a couple of steps you need to take to set up a social media strategy. Now, first of them is going to be the audience. Second, going to be the business goals, social platforms, and the tone of voice, and what you define as success in your own case. So let's go through each of them briefly. So you need to define who your audience is. So define your strategy by stating who a typical audience of yours is. You should have your customer at heart, like you mentioned earlier. You should prioritize your audience. So who are these guys? What are they interested in? Who or what influences them? When are these guys usually online? Which social media platforms do you use? Do they use? So you need to know who, you need to know where, you need to know what, and all those details are all very, very key for you to spell out before you even get started. Very, very important before you get started. Okay. And after defining who your audience is, you need to set out what you want to achieve, what goals, what business goals do you want to achieve by that, the strategy you want to roll out. Maybe you want to give better customer service, you want to grow your brand awareness, you want to generate more sales, you want to get more people to visit your website, you want to connect with influencers. It could be anything or even more than this. Or maybe not one of these, maybe something different based on what your products and your services are. And then importantly, you need to pick a platform. Which social media platform do you want to use? All platforms don't resonate with your kind of audience, depending on the products. Crypto products may not resonate well with people on TikTok, maybe on Snapchat too. But crypto products may resonate well with people on Twitter, okay? Maybe LinkedIn, maybe Facebook. All depends. Maybe Instagram. So some businesses, some platforms, some social media platforms are business focused, likes of LinkedIn. Some are lifestyle focused, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook sometimes. Okay, so what you need to do is if you have an intention of having a presence on all these platforms, it's not bad as long as you have the skills to manage it. But what most times we always advise is start with one, test it, learn, gather insights and learn if it's actually working or it's not working before you move on to the next one. Because technically speaking, Different channels need different strategies. What works for LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram may not work for Facebook, truth be told. So you need to pattern your strategies for each pattern your strategies for each of those platforms. You can test it with different forms of content, the visual content, the designs, text on image, can test it with texts, just text, can test it with videos, on all those platforms, and then see which of those messages actually resonates well with the people on that platform. Then you'll be able to decide where your audience is after that survey. Okay, so it's very important for you to choose and focus your attention on where your audience actually are present, and then you define your brand's social tone. That applies to creating any piece of content and communicating with your audience online, just basically everything. Some companies may want to be a little bit playful in the way they communicate, and some companies may want to be a little bit very strict and official. It all depends on what you want. So your brand social voice goes into your logo design. If you don't have a logo, you can jump onto Canva to design one for yourself, or you can pay a designer to get it done for you. The font and the colors. We are doing Google. Think about white, a touch of red, blue, green, yellow. We are thinking about brands like Coca-Cola. You're thinking about red and white. Thinking about brands like MTN. You talk about yellow and black. It used to be yellow and blue before. So you define those colors and you define those fonts. Some people will see, some people will squeeze somebody's logo and to look distorted. So you need to drop all those guidelines. It all amounts up to what's your social voice is. It states your do's and the don'ts, the tone of your personality. And some people want to see that you are very playful. Some people want to, you may want to be the very, very official type, very strict. And the styles of your images, all of that adds up to what your brand's social voice is. So you need to draw that out from your guidelines also. And then more importantly, you need to define what success means to you. What success means to me may not be what success means to you. Some people may want to have a growth in sales and traffic. Some people may want to have improvement in customer service calls answered or star ratings. Some people may want an increase in brand awareness, reach, and number or mentions. Different things, different strokes for different folks. Okay, so you need to define what success means to you, so that when it actually comes, you can, okay, I'm making progress on this one, so I can go over to the next one. Okay, so you need to define what success actually means in your own case. All right, so which social media platform does your business currently use? I know I asked this also in a different form. So if you could share with me which platforms your business currently use, as we run through a few of the social media platforms that actually exist. So we have Twitter, which is a good tool for quick PRs and quick conversations. You can get to create a professional looking profile with a header image and a cover photo and a profile picture, and then that at name that is unique. Nobody can bear UD Wonder on Twitter because that's mine. Nobody can take that. Just like for you to pay for a name or pay for a domain name, nobody can take that. Just like for you to have your Gmail, nobody can use your Gmail name at udwonder at gmail.com. Nobody can bear udwonder at gmail.com. It can be some other thing. You understand? So, you get noticed. You can join conversations by using relevant hashtags. You can run polls. You can retweet. You can engage with your customers. You can use pinned tweets to display important messages or offers, and just basically all of that. So this is just to draw your attention to the fact that um, Twitter is a very powerful place. The who is who, the high and the mighty, they're all present here. From the almighty Elon Musk, Joe Biden, President of America, the former President Donald Trump was recently restored to Twitter. The president before Trump, Obama, just mention any name, the almighty fighter Putin and the Macron of France. What is the other guy's name? The guy from Ukraine, what's his name? And just mention any brand, they're all there. Starlink, what is that? Just what is it? SpaceX. Mention any brand, global, whatever it is, out there. And in Nigeria here, very interesting. If you're having a brand that you're writing so much to their support and they're not responding to you, if you want to get them to respond fast, go to Twitter. They respond almost at the snap of the finger because that is a place that they can tear you down and they can build you. There's a platform that can tear you down as a brand and can build you. So it's very, very important that people get very careful in that place. And Nigerians are not even very nice with their words, his lines of catching crews and everything around the year on Twitter. It's a good place for you to also pitch your business. And now go over to Facebook, which is was the first social media that actually exists with about 2.94 billion active monthly users. That's a great number. Facebook is not out of date. Trust me, they're not out of date. They're still very relevant. They have the highest number as long as social media is concerned. You can always add a link to your website. You can always add your opening hours, your contact details, your closing hours. You can always change the call to action from shop now to buy now to contact. You can use the GIFs and the videos to generate interest and all of that. So you can get to do a lot on Facebook. You can run ads. You can own a page for your business also. And then Instagram also is one other powerful place to draw people's attention with your visuals, pictures, videos, and can share photos, can share videos from anything, from the new products to your day at the beach to the trip you made. And Instagram, you need to just go easy on the hashtags, and then you can get to follow influencers and brands or people that you find interesting on Instagram, just like you can do with other platforms as well. Or you can be can be LinkedIn, which is a great place for recruitment, for building professional network or connecting with your peers. You can create a personal or a company page and you can add a profile to it. You can encourage your employees to become brand advocates on LinkedIn. You can make your company page search friendly by having a presence on LinkedIn. You can generate interest by creating special showcase, and then you can share product news and thought leadership content and just all of that. So for instance, all of us are working with Impactor. If we all state on LinkedIn our individual pages that we are working with Impactor, it will automatically add up to the number of employees that Impactor actually has. Okay, if somebody sees the number of employee strength of Impactor to give the person some level of encouragement and some level of trust. The Impactor is doing well and they're employing a lot of people. So it adds up to the reputation of a particular brand. So you need to think of this if you're a corporate entity. Okay, so even the lecturer that is present here, you can even think about how to get yourself more strengthened using the LinkedIn platform. All right, so I haven't said that much. I'm going to be taking the last pause to answer your questions. But meanwhile, don't forget to sign up for the Hustle Academy on g.co/Hustle Academy. Remember, it's a week-long that Google is offering to you to learn how to draw up your business growth plan, sales, digital marketing, learn how to pitch. From learning how to pitch, you can also learn how to pitch. You can learn also get matched to a mentor to get things done for you, and all of that. So you should learn more. So head over to learndigital.google.com/digital skills courses. So you should learn more because the hours we spend is not enough actually for you to have a full grasp of this content. So with here you can learn everything. Okay, and then find us on social media: Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna be taking the last pause to answer to your questions and queries. So if you're here, please do well to draw my attention to any question I miss. I'll be happy to reply to them. Okay. Okay, Lukman Rashidat. Thank you so much, Lukman. Thank you for your very kind words. It means a lot to us. Gabriela, can my brand's social voice be luxury? If that's what we define it to be, why not? It can be, of course, it can. So if you want to look luxurious, obviously you're going to be attracting some class of people. It's your choice. But I prefer my brands to be playful. Be playful. People so that people from everywhere can actually feel comfortable around you. Okay. So even if you are luxurious, still try to have that undertone that makes it easy for anybody to just glide in and glide out. All right. The free logo builder website. That is canva.com. Let me see if I can grab that link from somewhere. Canva.com, canva.com. Just type Canva on Google, you find it. So you can find, just set up an account with Canva. Okay, I've seen it. Just set up an account with Canva and then you'll be able to design anything you want to. That's for you, Loom Rena. Okay. I'm into real estate and elocution. Thank you so much. Oyenini Glory. Thank you so much. Okay, so real estate you may need to think about. I don't know if you are the boss or you are part of a team. Okay, whatever it is, you can use social media to strengthen the team. You know, I just shared a link with Canva. If you guys don't have a logo, you can think about using that. You can always find some models on Canva to advertise anything you want. And the premium tools are very, very powerful. So you may want to pay for their premium services also. They have very good templates as well. Okay, any questions? And please, the attendance, please fill it. I'm sure Diana has shared the attendance. Yes, she has shared the attendance in the chats. Please do well to fill it properly with your correct names because we are going to be sending out certificates so that you won't get the certificates with the wrong name. All right, so any questions? I'm still here, maybe for the next 1 minute. If you have any questions, please do well to drop it in the chat. If there's anything I've explained you don't understand, it's a very good time to ask. Yeah, so let's see, when are we having our next session? Girl lead. Going to be on 20th. 20th is going to be on Friday. So 20th, 5 p.m. same time. Please keep a date with us. We are going to be doing how you can create your digital marketing plan. Please don't miss it for anything. There's a lot we are going to be discussing for this 8 sessions. So take advantage of it and be energized to get it done. All right. Okay. Any questions before we jump off? How do I effectively grow a new business account? By sending out content. Thank you so much, Gabriela. Yeah, it's hard work. Yes. A business account. So I suppose maybe you're talking about a page on Facebook or maybe same thing on Instagram, maybe LinkedIn, whatever it is. Growing it is going to need some work. So you send content, send content, send content. Like I mentioned earlier, test what works. You can use different kinds of content. You can use visual content, designs. You can use written content. And you can use video content to keep sending it and be consistent. We'll talk about all of this in details in one of those sessions that we're going to be having. Okay? But that is just the answer to it. Content. Content is what actually drives traffic. You grow it organically, then eventually you can start using ads to push it a little bit more. Gabriela, I hope that served. Okay, Bukola. Okay, so you're asking about the presentation slides. Okay, so the presentation slides will not do you any good because they're just bullet points. So the link I shared, the link that Diana has shared earlier, let me see if I can get that link to share with you. Where is it now? Okay, Diana, please share the link for the learn more. So you can head over to learn more and get some information. Take the course. It will be more useful for you. Yes, please asking the same question. It will be more useful for you to take the course that is more detailed, more robust, to pay you better than these slides. And yeah, Google don't permit us to share the slides actually. It's only for trainers and it won't benefit you, trust me. It won't benefit you. Okay. That question came from Peace. Okay, Precious. Okay, yeah. Okay, you said you're late. Okay, no problem. So you can always come back and watch again. Precious Jack. Thank you so much. How to run paid ads. Okay, today is not the day for it, but it's going to be in one of the sessions. So please don't miss any of the sessions. Okay, we'll show you how to run paid Google ads. I hope you're happy. Okay, so if you have another question, Glory, please go ahead before we jump off. Glory, I'm waiting for you, so that's we'll jump off. But meanwhile, thank you so much, guys, for spending your time with us. It's been a privilege to be a lecturer, and I hope to see you in the next session that will be happening on 20th, Friday 20th by 5 p.m. Okay? So I'm actually waiting for Glory to ask me a last question. Oh, paid ad on Facebook. Oh, okay. I'm not sure we have a content for that for Facebook with the Google program, but if you're in the Impactor community, we actually have a session for how to run a paid ad on Facebook. So find a way to reach out to Impactor, and then we are going to get served. Glory, I hope that was useful. So reach out to impactor.org, and then you can always reach out and get served. Let me see if I can grab a link for you. Let me see. Okay. So if I don't find the link, just go to impactor.org, and then you can always. Okay, I've seen something that will be useful for you. So you can reach out to the HR, you can reach out to the PR decks, and then they'll be able to help you and assist you. All right, thank you so much, guys. So I hope to see you on Friday by 5 p.m. once again, 5 p.m. West African time. For those of you that are in other parts of the world. Okay, so have a great evening. Have a great evening. I hope there's no other question. If you have any more questions, please write it down. In the next session, we'll be happy to take them gladly, with all gladness. All right, guys. Bye.